can't talk about the show without talking about the playwright Ntozake Shange. Some people say Ntozake Shange. Both pronunciations are correct. And, you know, she died in 2018 recently at the age of 70. But, you know, she was a poet from day one. This whole work was born very organically through the spoken word. She had written all of these poems, and they would go around her and some of her other acting and dancing friends, and go to these cafe bars and do open mic and spoken word, and they would bring drums and have jazz poet musicians and those types of things, and would reenact out these poems.
Sing the songs of her sighs. Sing the songs of her possibilities. Sing the songs of her righteous gospel. Let her be born. Let her be born and handled warmly.
And somebody they told her, hey, you need to really turn this into a theatrical form, you know, in a play form, and it would work and speak even greater. And so she started workshopping it, ended up going to New York 2 years later after 1974. And in 1976, bam, she's in New York workshopping at different theaters. They end up at the PAP Theater, which is one of the famous regional theaters in New York, and workshopped it, and then it went to Broadway in 1976. There were not enough plays out there that represented her mother, her grandmother, her ancestors, that spoke their message, that spoke their heart. And that's where all of these poems were birthed. And so that's what inspired her, was to write for African-American women and women of color, brown and black women, so that their voice could be heard and understood.
Then the rose she left on his pillow, she found on her friend's desk. And there was nothing more to say, she said.
The thing about Ntozake Shange, she was the second African-American woman playwright, following behind Lorraine Hansberry, who wrote A Raisin in the Sun, to be nominated as a playwright for a Tony Award for her dramatic literary work.